Hi there, David. We'll get you unmuted and we'll get this thing going. You'll probably have to unmute yourself or mic, Will.
Gotcha.
There we go. All right, joining us, the other half of our 86 kilo final, David Taylor. Congratulations on the win. How do you feel?
Thank you. Feel good. You know, this is a tough tournament. This is my third Olympic trials, actually. I wrestled in 2012 when I was just a kid, come out of college, and 2016, you know, I finished in third place, and now in 2021, and being in the finals, it's been a good performance. Obviously, just want to thank Scrap Life for their support constantly on and off the mat, and my coaches for helping get me in this position, my training partners. Obviously, me wrestling a training partner in the finals, so we got a great situation in the Inline Wrestling Club.
You talk about that journey, this being your third Olympic trials. Compare it for us real quick, if you could, looking back at that first one to where you're at now.
Well, in 2012, I just won my first national championship in college, and just like a lot of these kids, I'm like, I'm gonna win the Olympics. That's been my goal for a long time, but it's just there's a different level, commitment. So I entered that tournament. And I didn't place, which was really embarrassing. For me, that's not something that's really happened to me in my entire life since I was a little kid. So I that was my first kind of real experience of how tough this is. I mean, you take the collegiate NCAAs and you condense all the best guys into one bracket. That's just kind of how it is, at every single weight class. So that was a good learning experience. 2016, I had just gone up to 86 kilos, and I had a lot of doubts in my mind about how I was going to perform, and that reflected in my competition. But I came back and wrestled some good wrestlebacks and got some good experience and beat some guys I hadn't beat before. And, after that in 2017 is when I was really able to kind of start get my feet underneath me on the international level and start having some success that I've been looking forward to.
You've represented the United States before on an international stage, but what would it mean to you to have that in an Olympic setting?
The pinnacle. I think every kid here has talked about writing it down and believing in it and wanting to achieve it. So now it's a reality. It's 2 matches away, representing the greatest country and in a sport that I love, that I've been doing my entire life. So, it's exciting. You gotta take. You can't take anything for granted. I was in a best 2 out of 3 in 2017, and I won the first match and got kind of lost my focus, and it cost me making a world team. And so, it's been good, valuable experience, but experience is out the window. Now tomorrow, you got to wrestle hard for 6 full minutes. And I know Bo, we've been training together. We've been friends and brothers for a long time. I mean, we know what we're going to expect from each other, and it's going to be a war. It's going to be a battle. So, it's just going to have to stay focused the entire time.
It's one a lot of people are looking forward to. We do got some questions queued up for you. First up, Kyle Klingman, Track Wrestling. Go ahead, Kyle.
David, you got injured at Beat the Streets in 2019, so you had to take that layoff. What kind of gains and what kind of difficulties did you have in that year off?
It was the first time I've ever been hurt and missed time like that, forced to miss time, not like elective stuff. So, that was challenging mentally, and, really was 2 years. I got back, I qualified the weight in March of 2019, 2020. It was pretty quick. I was back, 10 months, I think, after my surgery. I was competing in that event, and that was important for me, knowing that if I could qualify the weight there, qualify the weight for the United States, and, be ready for the trials as if it was last year. And then it just turned into 2 years, then COVID happened. So, I've been a frequent competitor since I was a little kid, wrestling lots and lots of matches. So for 2 straight years, basically just training in the room, and I made a lot of progression. It was definitely a challenging year, but I'm grateful to be where I'm at and, have this opportunity tomorrow night.
Jacob Farriott, go ahead.
Yeah, David, you talked about how you and Bo have come up together and, the relationship you guys have. How does that complicate things going against him tomorrow night?
Yeah, it's challenging. I mean, I think we all knew that this is what the match was going to be. I think, Bo and I've known it. I think the country has known it. The world's probably known it. Bo's he's been great since he put his shoelaces on, put his first wrestling shoes on. He's a Penn State great. He's I mean, there's not much that you can say. It's gonna, it's definitely the emotion of wrestling someone that you're that close to. But we both have to just put that to a side, and we got to go out and wrestle. Shake hands at the end. Obviously we love each other, but we have a spot on the line, so we got to go out there and compete to the best of our abilities, and definitely put on a show for the fans. I expect it's going to be a battle. We both know that, so just got to warm up and take it like any other match.
And, obviously you're a few years older than Bo, but have you found yourself, through all the time that you've known him, learning things from him, whether it's on the mat or off the mat?
Sure. I mean, Bo is, extremely gifted and on many aspects of his life, very mature, mentally, well beyond his years, and more than just on the wrestling mat. We've spent a lot of time together. I mean, our entire lives for the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years or whatever it's been. I remember the very first time he stepped on campus, and we were walking downtown State College and talking about him coming to Penn State, so it's just, we've definitely known each other. We're associated in a lot of ways. So, I'm definitely proud of him and for all his success. And, like I said, when we're on the opposite side of the bracket, it's just, I knew it. I think he knew it. I knew it. I think a lot of people I think knew it. So, but now it's time to just put it to test and go do what we do best. And that's wrestle.
All right, David, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to your match tomorrow night. Take care.
Thank you, guys.